From Drakenseng, Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition, Episode 35, Going Back Home. Part 1.
Okay, so I'm still talking to my companions, trying to understand them a little bit better. Let's see if Dog has any new dialogue for me. Stop that, you're making a mess. Dog. Right now, Dog takes a companion slot, but I found out a new mod that gives that puts Dog as an extra slot, so he or she or it doesn't occupy a companion slot. So that's really nice. You can still bring it along, but it won't occupy your companion slot, so you could have like up to 5 party members. So I'll probably try that mod out before I leave the party camp. I'll probably install it, try it out. But for now, let me complete this conversation.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
Don't be ridiculous and useful.
I think it takes for granted that it gets to wear clothing and other sorts of colorful things. I think these are lovely. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
See how it is, Bruce. -1. Still trying to stick to my lawful evil character type, but it's really difficult. It's more difficult than I imagined. Playing as a lawful evil type. That might be the most difficult alignment to play. I don't know.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Persuade.
Oh, nothing so unusual and so interesting as you and your companions, I'm sure. Dwarven merchants are common enough on these roads, aren't they?
Yeah, I failed.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I just sell some junk.
If there's anything I can do, I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Yes.
guess that's good enough. So all those things.
Enchantment.
Let me just enchant a little bit.
Enchantment.
Still using the green blade. Chance to slow. Guess I can give that one to Liliana. Let's go pay a visit to Morrigan.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Care to join me in my tent?
Perhaps. Shall I consult my capricious nature and divine an answer for you?
Get in the tent, woman.
Come now, you'll make Alistair blush.
God damn, he looks like a huge compared to her. Oh, that's it? That was a disappointment. Let's talk to Shao.
Oh,
Let's see. I expected golems to be different. Not really. What's with the heavy size?
oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
I don't think our chances are so bad.
Oh, how adorable. Such hope is sweet to see, if a bit alarming. What's that? Didn't hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Shao is one of the more interesting characters in this game.
Oh,
I think I'll bring Shao along for now in my next party. I tried out Zevran, he was pretty good, but I don't really need another DPS. I think I need more of a one that can do everything. Can tank a little bit, or can fight a little bit.
it doesn't have better things to do.
Are those crystals in your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
What do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
Let's see, it's a dwarven thing then?
So I would assume. My former master enjoyed poking around the ruins in the deep roads after all, and bartering with others who did. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
That sounds very useful. That sounds like an excellent idea.
I'm so glad it thinks so. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Alright. I don't want to take advantage, shall? Yeah. Some of the dialogue is pretty funny to see. Doesn't really fit my character. I wonder what would happen. Actually, nothing. Would you be willing? Yeah. Sometimes I'm conflicted on what a lawful evil would say. You guys gotta go with this one. That sounds promising. Where would I find them?
Wilhelm said they came from the deep roads. So, anywhere such things end up, I suppose. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
Yeah, I have a little more questions for you. I'm told you killed your former master.
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Vague, but not non-existent. That's very convenient. And what would keep you from doing it again? The control rod, maybe?
Not a thing. If I wished to crush its head, I would have already done so. But I suppose it is worried I might begin randomly swinging about with my fists. Very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
Sounds nice. Alter you while you're fine as you are. What sort of experiments? I would like to know.
Bah! I am no mage, and he did not explain himself to me any more than it would explain itself to a sword. He possessed my control rod, and back then it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
Probably accidentally like sat on him or something. Those crystals are pretty distracting. So we hit the kill me button by accident.
Oh ho ho. It does like to laugh, does it? But who knows? I may have such a thing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me, so they simply left me. And in time I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
But you wanted to kill him, right? You're not gonna kill me, right? I'm your new master now?
Oh yes, 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 very much so. For so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed, an acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
So, it could happen again. Yeah, I don't want to get killed by some stone creature.
Frightened by the prospect, is it? It should be. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Just try, Gullum. I'm no mage.
So I have come to realize. If that was not the case, I would have gone elsewhere by now. Doesn't knowing that make it feel good? Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Mine is 9. So Lawful Evil doesn't really get along with too many people. Pisses a lot of people off. Because he uses them instead of actually helping them. Alright, so I just got the dog mod installed. You got a new item in your inventory called dog whistle. You blow this and then I guess it calls the dog to you. I think that's how it was in the Dragon Age or Dragon Age 2 as well. So let's see if it works or not. I think I bribed enough of my companions for now. Let's go see some action. So you don't actually have to bring dog along, I don't think. I'm gonna try it right now, see.
Indeed.
Morgan, Liliana. Because I'll bring shale.
Yes.
A good little mixture. So still in Honleaf. I don't think I did everything in Honleaf, did everything in Redcliffe. It's time to make my way back home to Orzammar. Time to pay a visit to my old origin place. But first I'm gonna get ambushed. Of course. I was on an ambush. A random merchant. Pay a visit to this random merchant. Coming out of nowhere. This is not the guy that sold me the control rod, is it? Or gave me the control rod. Oh, Tegrin.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Another dwarf. What's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Is that how you speak to your king, you little bastard? I was a dwarf noble back in Orzammar. Maybe he doesn't realize. Let's see this discount. Guess I can sell some more things. Or buy some things. Let's go ahead and get this, get this, get this, get this. This was really nice. 2 strength, 2 constitution, and 5 dodge. I guess I can get that one. Rock knocker gloves. Nothing else really stands out too much. I don't really ever bother with the crossbow because I think it's broken in this game. There might be a mod to fix it, but I don't want to bother with it. I'm not really a range type anyways. I have a bow equipped on my second slot, but I don't really use it. I could get this one, but it's kind of a waste a little bit. Well, let me see real quick. Yeah, this one's better. Plus 10% chance to dodge. So let's go ahead and equip all my items for battle. Give these back to Liliana. Xiao can't wear any of these. There's a downside. It can only wear 2 items, offensive, defensive. A normal human or whatever can wear up to all these items right here. Can wear up to at least 10 items, it looks like. But these crystals are pretty strong. Guess I gave you electricity for now. Liliana, I know you like shoes, so I can go ahead and give her these shoes. Or should I wait until I piss her off and give it to her? Let's just go ahead and give it to her right now.
Oh, how dear of you.
Silver Sword of Mystery.
Much.
I don't know what the hell, who likes that one. Silver Amulet. I guess Morgan likes it. But I don't want to give it to her yet because her approval is way too high. Higher than I would like. So I think once I piss her off, then I'll just give it to her. Bribe her. Let's go ahead and use this right here. Yeah, dog is in my party right now, so that's good. But when I first installed it, a pop-up came up and said, you can't have it, you have to call the dog back. You have to remove dog from your party if a magician or a ranger summons a creature, else they won't be summoned, something like that. But since I don't have any of that, so I don't really need to care about that. Let's just go ahead and continue to Orzammar. to Frostbite Mountain. And I think the dog can still communicate with you, so that's pretty nice. I don't think in the second one, Dragon Age 2, you can actually speak to him. So in this one, you can actually still speak to them, which is pretty cool. I think I have everything set. Might have to adjust Shell's tactics a little bit. So that's what's interesting. You need like a mastery sustained activated before you can use some of the Shell's abilities. Like Bellow, you can't use it unless you activate this one, and only one can be activated at a time. So he's pretty much a good all-around character, depending on which situation.